fine. Rumble Studio will throw you for loops.
We will live it. There used to be a countdown. Now there was a sub countdown. Now we're in. David, do the greatest people have the greatest struggles? Do the people with the greatest lives come from the greatest miseries?
Yes. This is
definition.
Hard times create strong men, great men, something like that.
When the fuck do I become a great man then, David? When is the crown bestowed?
There's no guarantee your suffering leads to greatness, Ryan.
I had a line I came up with the other day, David, that I'm backpedaling up to the greatness that I'm afraid to face with. And maybe the entire time you're great, you just got to spin around, gentlemen.
So you're running backwards towards it. You're still going there, but you're going backwards.
Well, if you're destined for greatness, wouldn't you be drawn to it like a magnet? Like you almost can't run out of, you can't run away from your call.
You're trying to run away from it and you can't.
David, isn't it like written that like people with divine purpose or any kind of real purpose other than like a regular life, which there's nothing wrong with, but like if you don't do it, or maybe this is just even self-sabotage, if you don't fulfill that inner critic, shadow, whatever, psychology, biology, I don't give a shit, trauma response, I don't care. If you don't fulfill it, then like you'll like life will explode on itself until you are forced to deal with it. Like ain't that the hero's journey? Ain't that like?
You could be right. There's no avoiding it.
I got told my life is too hard, David.
But that's stupid talk. Who said that? I don't know if I agree. I don't like that. I don't like that phrasing.
Well, what if my life really actually is too hard, though? This is like an objective question.
What,
if one has had luxury, that's a good point, David. Now, if you have a great life, should it be hard? Like, do you need a hard life to have a great life?
No, but no, because of course you have trust fund babies, Ryan, but that doesn't make you a great person. Man.
Nor does that give you a great life.
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're looking for.
Most millionaires lose their wealth after the third generation, so family fortunes. So,
but the
trust fund babies don't.
Sure, but the person who's currently a trust fund baby doesn't give a fuck. No fuck.
Cocaine and strippers,
they are a millionaire, dude. And they don't care.
Cocaine and strippers. You're right. I mean, seriously, I was told that. So, objectively, what if someone's had let's say they come from a very good family, David, with a very good structure.
Sure.
And a very loving family, a community, purpose. They got trophies their whole life. They were applauded.
I think you could still be a good person and grow up without a hard life. I don't think you have to have a hard life to.
Hold on. I know these people. I'm just saying, if you were to take that person that is used to all that and then give them something that they are not used to, objectively, it would be hard for them.
Correct. Statistically, that goes very poorly.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what I'm dead.
Yeah. Those people, and again,
they just can't handle
yeah, I'm not saying they're bad. They're bad people. They could be good people, but if they're not used to handling that kind of thing, and that thing just hits them in the face, it's fucking. It is an
Here's the analogy.
Yeah.
Here's the analogy I got given. It was your regular day is like 10 of my worst days in one.
Your regular day is 10 of my worst days?
Worst days in one. Between like the logistics, my job, personal matters, fucking issue, whatever. Just
that sounds like they're saying your life is easier than their life.
Harder than their life.
Your regular day is 10 of my worst days.
Yeah, they're saying they're not
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The amount of stress I deal with in a day is like 10 of their worst stressful days. Backwards. Like my level of stress is like down here. I'm like, the house is on fire and I'm like, at least the car's not. And they are through the roof when my and it's during, and that's what I mean.
Now,
So I'm asking
without knowing this person, my guess is they did not grow up the same way.
that
Not
you
to
and I did.
I was gonna say not to compare ourselves, but like the way we grew up.
Yeah, unstable.
I believe I told Sam that we grew up very similarly. I assume.
Yeah, she not to like make this about a woman or anything, but I've been told this by various other people, so this isn't. I'm not singling her out, and this is not something she said to me in particular today or anything. But that's why I started with the greatness thing, because
Well,
it's interesting.
I think I don't know if this is true, but I do believe if you were to look at like I don't think this is always true,
Well,
but
like,
if
do
you
you
were to
want
look at
greatness or not, though? Like, is that the question? Is everybody divine? Is everybody meant for the autistic person is designed for greatness? That's what we're made to believe. You know what I mean? Is that really the case, or is it only Josh Allen in 4 minutes coming back that's designed for greatness? You know, and the people that are designed for greatness or do great things, David, let's be honest. Like, shouldn't they just do it naturally? Like, they're great at it. We should just shut the fuck up and let them do it anyways. But, like, if you have a stressful life and you're good at managing stressful life, what would that say? Yeah, I
well,
remember told I
that primes you for very specific roles in society.
amen to that. Well, I told somebody like I don't ever want to see you suffer. I was like, you know, I like suffer every day of my life. This isn't like a cry boo hoo call the ambulance or ECMC. I mean, like if I sit around and think hard enough, like I gotta find shit to cry about. You know, life's great too. I also could be very thankful. You know, like I don't want to make it sound all. I'm not all doom and gloom. My point in saying all this is this whole greatness. I'm not because here's the thing. I don't think I'm special, David. I know we talk behind the scenes and everything. I'm just trying, you know, like I can't fuck. I'm just not, I just can't go home and sit down.
I just
Call me crazy, call it a trauma response. Like I said earlier, I don't really care. Like I'm just trying. I'm out here actively fucking trying. And maybe all that stress has primed you to be different, you know, at certain levels of certain things, you know, like maybe that really is just like the way it works, David. I don't know.
I think it
But
would be it's here's the thing I always look at, always have, always will. No matter what. Like there's always people who had it worse than me. And that doesn't mean like, our
is that the
stuff
juice, David?
isn't well, that doesn't mean our stuff isn't difficult or whatever, anything we went through. It doesn't mean our stuff didn't hurt or wasn't scary or like any of this shit. But it does mean you could have it worse.
Does the reframe make it better? This is an Alex Hormozy thing that he always came up with. He's like that. It was always in the reframe that I gained perspective. Now I know it's Alex Hormozy, so I take it with a grain of salt. He just may be internet guruing to get billionaire status faster than Warren Buffett because I'm not an idiot. But he hasn't been around long enough. Ty Lopez, I believe, still. Um, Alex hasn't been around long enough, but maybe yes. Anyways, I always got that out of him. My biggest thing with the Hormozis was their flip that they would do. It's kind of like the Jocko Go thing. And I'm not saying that when your mom dies, you get happy or your grandmother passes or you go through these crazy, insane, but maybe there is some power in flipping things. You know, it's more than just a little bit of stoicism, even. Like, I think action on suffering is the opposite of stoicism, you know,
Yeah,
because
kind
Stoics
of.
would almost sit in suffering. Stoics would sit in the rain. You know what
I
I
think the
mean? And
biggest thing
say,
everyone confuses when they talk about not you, but like people in general when they talk about stoicism, and maybe it's because Stoics are so good at being stoic, but like people assume that they don't have emotion or feeling, and that's not the case. They have the same emotion and feeling you have. What makes them different is that they don't express it outwardly, and that makes them very primed, like I was talking about, for very certain roles. Like if you were to have a general leading the field of battle, let's go back when generals were on the
George Washington,
battlefield on the
Alexander the
front
Great.
line. That guy didn't see a sea of people ready to fuck you up and then get scared and nervous and jittery and turn around and run, because what would happen, like all the people that are following you are like, well, fuck that, if that guy's not gonna. The point is, I think it's almost a necessity for certain leadership roles. Because the second if you're looking up to somebody and you're looking for their guidance and they're freaking out, I got no shot because you're the guy I was going to, and you're scared. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, instead of you walk in, Trump saying, instead of push the button, he's on his chair swiveling, like sucking his thumb. You're like, we're fucked.
We're
We're
fucked.
fucked.
We're so fucked.
We're so
But
fucked.
and here's the thing: everyone made fun of George Bush. Do you remember this during the 9/11 thing? Regardless of
He was
anything,
reading the kid's book for a
he
nice
was.
cover
Oh,
story,
can you
David.
believe he
A
was
nice
there?
cover story, David.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What did you want him to do? Start shouting and freaking out that there was a terrorist attack in front of children? He did exactly the right thing. 100% what he should have done.
No, what the right thing, David, was when he did that ball drive when he was golfing, talking shit about terrorists. That is the greatest. We should bring back that. Like, even Trump ain't that cool, dude. Like, I love Trump, but like when he talks shit, but like, now watch this go. Now watch. I mean, we're talking the '90s and 2000s, dude. We had Polaroids, people. Um, yeah, Dave, the backpedal into greatness thing. It's like, I suspect, Dave, you got more admiration from strangers than your own people you came from.
I don't know. It's an interesting. I don't know.
Hmm.
Possibly.
Do you think you got more promotions in your private life or your business life?
Business life,
All right,
I
well,
guess. I don't know what a promotion in a private life would look like.
I don't know. Like, you're like through. Look, we all got different shit. I'm not here to trauma dump and do therapy on the internet, but well, I think it's relevant because like the thing I'm realizing, dude, Dave, I sent this thing to you about ChatGPT and AI is just giant pattern software recognition. It's just basically like it recognizes patterns across data. And then IQ is basically like biological, the same thing, just across everything that you kind of know. And like when you pair them up, you can kind of go ask ChatGPT 10 things that you should know yourself, or like, ask AI, ask me 10 questions one at a time, deep questions that I should ask myself so that I know myself better that you don't think I know. And then ask it to summarize it. And I, I've already done this, Dave. I've already come on these. I tell you guys that we need to learn these robots. I heard the other day that every second we get dumber. Even the smartest person on earth is dumber because AI is rendering us smarter, and it's unbelievable. And the guy basically said that in a few years, if a ChatGPT upgrade is like a new iPhone coming every month, it'd be like a new iPhone every like fifth of a second. We just wouldn't be able to keep up with this update. But since we're all going to get left in the Stone Age anyways, I've been just trying to really enhance my experience at least while we got it, while we're still people. And I keep just getting stuck in these little loops, man. We are just like a system of patterns, So like after a while, you catch yourself in a pattern. I know this isn't like this. Literally is in Buddhism. This is the early meditations. This is literally consciousness as a whole, just being aware, mindfulness, whatever 21st century thing you want to say, Kundalini. Like this all, I'm not saying anything new. But to have like an AI that you can like plug your shit in and then like use it as almost like a personal history library and be like, the other day when I was like talking about the thing, is that like today? And because I talk to AI, I don't just input it. It knows, probably like remembers my voice patterns. You understand? And the thing I'm really realizing is there really are. Obama said it. I actually seen the thing. I think I sent it to you, but Obama said that when you go anywhere in the world, there's only like a few select really badass people in every room you go to, you know. And then there's some okay people that do a good enough job, and then there's dummies. And he's like, that's at restaurants, that's all the way up at Congress, that's at world leaders, and the bell curve is not fair. And I am realizing that just the stress threshold that I have makes me almost difficult to be with and deal with because it's almost like I could be. to be under some water, be like, well, there's, we got a little room still. I don't know, Dave. I always thought that I may seem a little more impulsive. I just think I have more. I'm just more animated, I guess. But I generally believe that you and I kind of see the world the same way about just like when you're on fire, you just kind of do the stop, drop, and roll. You don't run towards the water. You just take it as it comes. You kind of just take what they give, take what the defense gives you, right? The football term. And you just kind of chip the shots. Because I've seen plenty of bad shit that, like, I know, one, it can always be worse. Two, bad shit is just one bad decision. You can always make hell worse, but you can't make heaven any better. Like heaven's heaven. And heaven may not be achievable to the other side to a lot of people, but I'm trying. And I guess that's the whole point, Dave, is like, maybe part of the problem was that I was always backpedaling to greatness and I wasn't running right at it. And that in my life set up other things in my life to have different expectations than what was real. And that's a pattern maybe I need to see in myself. So.
Ryan. Today on the show, as we backpedal to greatness, there is a new entry in World War III, Greta Thunberg.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we'll
what
talk
happened?
About it.
Climax activist?
Ryan, we always get into the show, I promise.
I'd be
Candace
jealous.
Owens, her latest theory, I can't tell if she's a genius or crazy. We have to play this clip. I am fucking if she got this right, I'm fucking blown away.
I seen the other day she was propping up Alex and how she hung out with him the other day, and she's like, Alex Jones is right about everything, people.
She's the journey, the path that she's on is fucking legendary. Say
this
what
is
you
so
want
crazy.
About her. Yeah, it's fucking great path.
Yeah,
to go from Daily Wire to absolutely based is fucking glorious.
Yeah, Daily Wire to Alex Jones is what we're talking about here.
In like a 3-year span. Amazing.
Dude, it's crazy. What's crazy is sitting on the end of Alex Jones the entire time. You're like, yeah, come on, there's plenty of room. Come, keep. Oh, Joe Rogan. Oh, keep coming, Joe Rogan. Parts per million. Oh, all right, Neil deGrasse Tyson, stay over there, you fuck.
Speaking of people on great paths, there's a good clip of Tucker versus Mark Cuban. That's worth getting into.
I heard he's a plant, David. Did you hear this?
Yeah, because
did I send you the Nick Fuentes thing though?
Yeah, but here's the thing. First of all, with all due respect,
I didn't mean to.
I don't mean
to do this too.
I really don't.
All right. I know nothing about him. I just keep seeing.
I get entertainment out of him. I think he makes me laugh, but I can't. If anybody's a plant, it's Nick Fuentes. Can I?
Local cops are Nazis. Did I say that already or no?
They're just following orders, Ryan.
Well, I know, like actual local police, and they told me. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Hell, the New York Jews went to Texas, Ryan.
You know where they told me, Dave? At a bar, at a fucking pub, David. Local bar. Where do I want to shut those fuckers down?
All the Nazi cops go there.
This was years ago too. I ain't being too specific. Years.
Sweden's health minister collapsed on stage. We're going to look at that. And lastly, Ryan, nothing. I think we can agree on this. Nothing makes me angrier than fucking cowards. Cowards, Ryan. Cowards. I can't do it.
What's the thumbnail today?
It's Greta Thunberg.
Oh man, I am torn between cowards, Candace, and Greta. Let's go climax.
I'll say this: cowards is because cowards is a fucking tough way to start the show. Just so you know, it's a rough start. We can't. We just can't. Greta Thunberg. So this,
I seen somebody trying to spin the Ukrainian stabbing chick the other day. Today or yes, I didn't watch the video, but I don't know how we're spinning anything. Sorry, Dave.
So this video I'm gonna put up real quick. It's not super clear, but Greta Thunberg was aboard a Gaza aid strip and was hit by a suspected drone strike off the coast of Tunisia. The vessel carrying activists and humanitarian supplies was set ablaze mid-mission
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's fucking madness. And I don't think it's
Are you
official who did
serious?
it, but it was Israel. Here's the here's the video that was posted.
We've been hit by what appears to be a drone and the vessel's on fire. There's a fire in the front deck. We've been hit. We have been hit. The vessel is on fire. We are off the coast of Tunis. It was a loud explosion. I was on the top deck. The police are arriving. Paddy, it was a massive explosion. Are we abandoning ship? I don't know. Bring this on. It was a massive explosion. A massive, massive explosion. Just meters away. We've been hit by what appears to be a drone.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Trying to get her ass in there, huh?
What appears to be a drone attack.
Climax
The vessel
activist.
is on fire. I repeat, the vessel is on
Whole
fire.
thing's a con to show off Gurna's butt.
At about 11:30 p.m., a loud explosion came from the boat is on fire.
Yeah, it's hold on. Here's
Yeah.
another picture.
I joke a lot about her, but I don't want nothing bad.
Et au secours, il y avait une sorte de... Je sais pas c'est
Dude,
quoi,
that's
mais
fucking
c'était une
madness.
sorte d'explosion.
Yeah, I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. I may not like these people's policies, but I thought she died. I actually thought she died for a second when you told me that. I would have felt really bad.
Oh,
for her.
no.
But that's why I was
No,
like, "Are you serious?" Like, I thought you were gonna say she died. But yeah, we're in World War III. What else do you call it when your fucking boat? We just got hit by a drone. Yeah, I'm just sailing a Buffalo. My boat got hit by a drone.
Let's reference the BBC, Ryan. We want to use sources that they can't argue with us on. Greta Thunberg's Gaza flotilla hit by drone, organizers claim. One of the Gaza-bound vessels carrying aid and pro-Palestinian activists, including Greta Thunberg, was struck by a drone. Global Sumud Flotilla, GSF, posted footage on Instagram that appeared to show the Portuguese-flagged vessel being hit by an object and said all 6 passengers and crew were safe after the incident. Tunisian authorities, quoted by Reuters, said reports a drone was involved had no basis in truth, adding an initial inspection indicated the explosion originated inside the vessel. The humanitarian aid flotilla set sail from Barcelona last week.
So it went from Barcelona to nearly Palestine, and it blew up.
Yeah, well, it's real common for big vessels to explode on their own. United Nations Human Rights Council special I don't know why it says it like that, but reporter and Tunisian resident Francesca Albanese, who was featured in the video shared by GSF, said that if an attack could be verified, it would be an assault and aggression against Tunisia and Tunisian sovereignty. Madness.
Would Greta lie, David? She wouldn't lie, would she?
Sure she would. She would lie, but I don't think... I don't know. I don't know if I believe this boat just exploded on its own. I really don't.
I don't think it did. Who's gonna? But I don't know if it makes sense to blow the boat up that you're on.
Well, I don't think they're saying it was blown up on purpose. I think they're claiming it was a malfunction that led to a fire. Maybe it was an EV boat because it's Greta Thunberg and she's trying to save the environment. EVs like to burst into flames. I don't know. I don't think I believe this was a.
You think it was Das Jews, David?
Who else would do it?
Well, obviously the people that booby trap buildings also booby trap all their boats, David.
Oh, that's probably what it was. They probably booby trapped the boat. That makes sense.
So they had to like blow the boat up partially to make sure it wasn't booby trapped.
Well, they probably had so many booby traps that they ran out, since they ran out of buildings after they booby trapped all the buildings. They probably had like some extras, so they started booby trapping boats too.
It literally makes
that
zero
we're going to
sense
bring-
to booby
that we're going to
trap
bring
an
man-made.
entire. Like, why would you booby trap buildings when you know they can blow everything up with a drone? It's so
I'm
fucking
sorry, but
stupid.
I completely am not going to buy that. Like,
It's so
Hamas
stupid.
is like Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, and he's just out rigging up fucking paint cans from the fucking. He's blowtorching the doorknobs, and then Netanyahu comes in and just turns all the buildings to rubble. Dude, Home Alone 4 sucks. It's the worst. Home Alone 4 Gaza Strip. He's like, it's the whole thing is like, it's an hour long of him just rigging up the whole city, and then like 30 seconds, the city's just rubble. That's the end of the movie. Cutscene. Credits.
He's about to get away.
Fucking Marv is just like crawling out of the rubble. Yeah, I don't see how in any world this isn't Israel blowing up the ship. Like, nothing else makes sense. But that's just me, Ryan.
How much shit have they done over like the course of the last 100 years? It's got to be almost everything, right?
Hell, 100 years is a long time, Ryan. Maybe 100. It's going to sound bad if you do it over 100 years. Let's go over the past 2 years. Level.
I love how you went from 100 to just 2. You're like, all right, that seems more reasonable.
Leveled
And
an
then you're
entire
like,
city and then starved other people to death. That's last
shot
year.
children in the face twice, and
And
then
all the
blew
people
the
trying to
buildings
save
up.
the children.
Yeah, and then the people that came in to provide aid, you blew the building up in case they
And
were
like,
booby trapped.
Yeah, then the aid that was coming in for the remaining.
You shot kids that were getting supplements. You know why they're getting supplements? Because they can't get food because you prevented that from getting in there, and then you shot them. What can't someone say, David?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the boat just exploded on its own.
I don't know if they're lucky. That guy's lucky. He does video interviews, and I don't interview him in person because I would just I don't know if I could sit across from a guy that is just like literally murdering people. It's insane. The shit's insane.
Did you see the PBD interview with him, with Netanyahu?
I seen that he interviewed him. I can't imagine that.
I didn't watch. I should watch because that'd be interesting to see their back and forth. But
what is up with PBD?
What do you mean? I think he's the guy I legitimately believe this. I think PBD would literally sit down with anybody. Anyone who is willing to sit down and talk, who has like something to provide, he's going to sit down, whether he agrees with them or disagrees with them. I think he's been consistent on that.
All right. Is he going to drop AI next? Fucking PBD AI?
PBD AI. That'd be crazy. Ryan, are you ready for
yeah, let's get to my girl at Candace here.
Dude, this shit is fucking madness.
I'm so happy. I used to like that she would lay into people, be like, you're an ignorant and all this shit. And now she's just like, you know what? The goddamn Jews did it. World War III was bullshit. You know, just fucking look at they're crucifying Christians for all of humanity. Fucking Christ is king. She told Ben Shapiro to suck her ass. It's amazing. Amazing.
I like to think she's like 2 months out from just using hard R's all the time.
What, the N word or the R word?
Hard R.
Both.
Yeah.
Retarded N word.
As always, Ryan, I can pause the clip.
If there is anything to know about Kabbalists, it's that the numbers matter deeply to them. Numerology is important.
Okay, pause.
Kevin said that on the show, for the record. And you've said that on the show.
Is she getting into like the Jacobins and like the Rothschilds and like she's
No.
going secret society. The
Well,
cabals of people, yes, they're like,
kind of, yeah.
I mean,
She doesn't necessarily go Rothschilds, but kind of.
all right.
But yes, the numerology thing, you have brought this up, and I know for a fact Kevin brought this up forever ago.
So I say to myself, the numbers of the prisoners, they cannot be random. They are random, but they can't be random. They have to hold some sort of a meaning. They're all over the place, right? Some of them are 3 digits. Some of them are 4 digits. There's no flow. Why would somebody do this? More than anything else, it's just difficult for you. If you're controlling this experiment, it's difficult to keep track of all of these numbers. When you just want to make somebody like 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. And then it hits me. Everything about this experiment is military. These numbers must be military. They must hold military significance. And lo and behold, I'm so ignorant about the military. I didn't know people that are in the Navy. How do you send a letter to someone that is on a military base? What does it mean when you put a zip code and then you have to attach to it a unit number? If you're going to send mail, it corresponds to military bases. And lo and behold, the prisoner numbers just so happen to correspond to 1971 military bases. And I'm going to go through those for you guys right now. Doug Corby's was 8612. That is the number that was assigned for the Naval Weapons Station in Long Beach, California. Incredible. That one took me a while to hack because apparently when it's a medical center, a medical facility, they give them what's known as DMIS numbers. But again, Long Beach, California. We then have Clay Ramsey, 416, correlates to the engineering team in Vietnam, the Naval CB team, 416. I found
Can you
their
pause it?
yearbook. I'm going through it, and I suspect.
So these people in the picture on the right are prisoners.
Yes, that's what she's stating.
Okay, and what is the significance of the prisoners in this story? Do we know that fully yet or no?
I do not know. So she's saying that the numbers assigned to the prisoners are the same numbers that were relative to their military base identification.
So when these prisoners are in the jail, they have these digits, and then obviously the people in the prison know. Is she insinuating, David, that the prisons are ran by military?
I don't think all. I don't think all prisons. I think she's talking about a very specific event.
Okay, perfect. I'm just generally curious because before we get to the end of this, I would just, for document's sake, just walk through how. I mean, at least me on the program, I try to rip apart some of these things in real time. So, sorry, Dave. Go.
That I'm going to find a familiar face. 1037, I told you that Richard Yaco's father was in the Navy. I told you that he was an engineer. That corresponds to the USS Braunstein. The commander was Stanley Thomas Counts, who ran engineering at Hughes Aircraft, ship hull 1037.
And pause it again.
Glenn Gee.
So it's not just his prisoner ID, it's that facility he like served at as well.
Yes.
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
That 3401 corresponds.
How the fuck do you figure this out?
USS Darter.
Fucking cicada or whatever it
was moved to San Diego in that very year to support 7th Fleet operations. Paul Baran, 5704. That is the Armed Forces of Europe, Canada, postcode 5074, and the Middle East. Whit Hubble, we've been having trouble finding anything about Whit Hubble, so we are unsure about 7258. Somebody out there will be able to let me know. We have had trouble even establishing who his family is, if he's connected to the Hubble telescope. So we just have nothing but question marks when it comes to Whit Hubble. Stuart Levin, 819. That was the naval post in 1971 in Spain. They sent out the MC4 engineering team. They arrived there in July of 1971. Jim Roney, 4325. That corresponds to the Camp Pendleton. And am I reading that right? Moffett Federal Airfield. Yeah. Mountain View, California. Sorry. Where the Army Reserve's 7th Psychological Operations Group is based. We also have Jerry Shue. We have Camp Pendleton, CA.
It's important to keep in mind if it
Dude,
was one,
this is what, like, yeah, this is what, 15?
yeah, if it was one, you could be like, okay, that's a complete coincidence.
Dude,
2,
she had
maybe a coincidence. 10?
She
10 of
hit
them?
it on the
That's all.
fucking... Dude, she had to feel like she found Olympus, dude. She cracked the code. Somebody knew this. For the record, somebody knew this somewhere.
She got tipped. There's no way she fucking figured this out.
Somebody... Dude, how do you get tipped this? This is compartmentalization at the highest level, David. This is elite. This is probably elite information. You got me looking at my social security number now.
That is, of course, also a naval base in California. And then, last but not least, and you guys don't have to show this next one because I want to speak through this. Tom Williams, prisoner 2093. Is this a naval base? I get a hit, guys. I do get a hit of a naval base that it corresponds to, the naval unit, rather, that it corresponds to. And it is the only naval unit on the list that is not American owned. And it just so happens to be French owned. Clipperton Island. Who knew? A naval base on Clipperton Island. First thing I'm thinking is, what the heck is Clipperton Island? I'm wondering if it's me. My husband then says he's never heard of Clipperton Island. And that's crazy because my husband is the king of geography. Xavier Poussard says he's never heard of Clipperton Island. So let me show you this island that apparently not many people have heard of, that had a military naval base and presence. That is a French island. Check this out on the map. Yep, let's go in here. Clipperton. What the heck goes on at Clipperton Island? It's incredible. So I'm wondering what goes on Clipperton Island. Nobody knows, okay? It's
Probably
like people are asking questions. The most you can find really is that it's got a pretty gory history. I think even on that link that you said, that you just had up, it says that there's a lot of weird stuff that happens there. It's got folklore. I'm wondering what kind of folklore. Why is France? What's France doing on Clipperton Island? And now I'm starting to feel real sure that prisoner 2093 is suspicious.
I want to know who pissed her off.
Who wronged you, Candace?
I mean, I talk shit about women not being able to do men's things, but this is one thing women can do way better than guys, and that's find out the past. She's going to find out who Macron slept with in the fucking 4th grade. You know what I mean? Like, she is... Oh, she's getting sued. That had to piss her. They're going to try to kill... They are going to kill Candace. So they will try. They will poison her. Her husband will kill something. Something.
So apparently this is related to the Stanford prison experiment.
What's the Stanford prison experiment, David?
Well, and apparently it involved volunteers role-playing as prisoners and guards.
Oh, they switch, right?
With participants assigned ID numbers.
And what happened, David? I just got goosebumps. This is so creepy.
Hold on. So this is, what was this called? The Stanford prison experiment?
Uh-huh. Oh, we got to look up that Vault. What was that one thing I said? Vault 11 or something? CIA Vault? Oh, we got to get that on the program one day. Do it live.
The Stanford prison experiment was a psychological study conducted in 1971. So that's why she said 1971 military, because this is when the experiment was conducted. By researcher Philip Zimbardo at Stanford University. It aimed to explore the psychological effect of perceived power and powerlessness in a simulated prison environment.
Simulated.
24 male college students were selected, deemed psychologically stable, and randomly assigned roles as either prisoners or guards. A mock prison was created in the basement of Stanford's psychology building. Prisoners were given ID numbers and uniforms, while guards were given authority to manage them, including batons and mirrored sunglasses to create a sense of anonymity. It was planned for 2 weeks. The experiment was terminated after 6 days due to escalating ethical concerns. Guards quickly became authoritarian, employing psychological abuse, while prisoners showed signs of extreme stress, depression, and compliance. The experiment suggested that situational dynamics rather than individual personality traits could drive abusive behavior and roles of power. That's interesting. So you don't necessarily...
Almost like 99.9999999% of us would become Nazi camp concentration guards or tell me to put on a fucking mask. They knew you would listen to them, just so you know, people.
Well, you gave them batons, right?
What was the baton? Reporting that I went outside without my...
The study faced criticism for ethical issues, including lack of informed consent, psychological harm to participants, and Zimbardo's active role as prisoner superintendent, which compromised objectivity. Later analysis is like those by Thibodeau Le Textier, argued the experiment was flawed with claims of staged behaviors and coaching the guards. The experiment is also cited in discussions of situational psychology and institutional power dynamics, but remains controversial due to its methodology. Okay, so now that we know what that is,
why is Candace Owens obsessed with it?
Candace Owens has discussed a theory on her podcast, Becoming Brigitte, that connects the Stanford prison experiment to conspiracy claims about Brigitte Macron, the wife of French President Emmanuel Macron. Specifically, she suggests that Brigitte Macron might be linked to prisoner 2093 from Stanford prison experiment.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
So that was the one she was talking about last, right?
Oh my God. The French president, the French island off of a... Oh my God, dude. Somebody pissed her off. Who pissed her off? I have goosebumps. Are they going to kill me, Dave? They're going to kill me next. Kidding, people.
Fuck, what was that island called?
No one cares till you're a millionaire, I heard. So at least that's what they tell you, David. No, we only kill the millionaires or higher, David. Nobody cares about the peons. That's why we taxed Alex Jones into oblivion.
Clipperton Island. It's a small, uninhabited coral atoll in the eastern Pacific Ocean, located southwest of Mexico. It's under French sovereignty, administered directly by French government as a state private property. It was named after a British pirate, John Clipperton, who used it as a hideout. It was claimed by France in 1855. Mexico seized it in 1897, but international arbitration awarded it back to France in 1931.
Can you believe they used to just sail out to a fucking island like 300 miles off the coast of Mexico? Be like, yes, mine.
It says it's uninhabited since World War II. It's visited occasionally by French Navy patrols, Mexican fishermen, and scientific expeditions. No permanent residence or infrastructure exists. And visiting
just a military base?
And visiting requires a permit from the French High Commission in French Polynesia.
So they got a secret island.
It's the French fuck island. Holy fuck. Yeah, David, like I said, I don't know.
Have you seen the trailer for that hymn? Have you seen the trailer for that hymn movie?
I don't know. Him.
I think it's got one of the Dwayne brothers, whatever they are.
Oh, yeah. I did. I just saw it. It was probably during the Bills game. I just saw it.
These islands, dude, I get creeped out every time we talk about this stuff because, like, I've already gone down the rabbit hole enough to know that if there's an island that I need a permit to get on, and nobody goes to in the middle of nowhere that I didn't even know existed, they're probably doing some shit. And at the same time, you see that him movie's all about sacrifice and like orgies and like it's about the devil. And I've been telling you guys that the devil runs the world, everything's upside down. And I'm not linking this to Candace Owens as some kind of prophecy or whatever, but it's not a coincidence that this woman got so pissed off, she just started taking shots. Like, what made her go after this guy's wife to begin with? Because I remember, this is a couple months by now, but she just like made a shot or something. And then I think she said, I'm going to keep digging. And then she found out, like she heard a rumor. I don't know what it was, but it was something, some inkling. You know, maybe she got a source because somebody.
I think she just started going down a rabbit hole, and it became more and more interesting. And then she couldn't even. Then at that point, she couldn't stop it. It was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Why is no one talking about this?
And then they threatened to sue her, and now they're like, well, fuck them. Because why is she going down the Stanford rabbit hole experiment to a private island? Like, what's the end game here? What's the end game though?
Through the rabbit hole.
What's the end game though? You're just gonna stop at an island? You did all that research to just up Stanford experiment to link it to Macron's wife to prove that she's a man? That's the only reason we're doing all this? Just to prove that a girl's a guy, huh? I don't know, David, if you know what I'm saying. Dude, she had a fucking scene. Somebody approached her and said, you're gonna die. It was the devil. I'm fucking telling you, David. She was approached. Alex said they would come to you. They would like Palpatine. Join the dark side. They say that shit. Tell me they don't. They come right to you. I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting, David, for the day for us. We'll be like, you'll be with your family at Tops or the grocery store. Like, yeah, you know, the devil help you out. And they'll walk away, you'll look, and the guy will be in a parking lot behind your car or some shit. That's how it works. These things, it's not real. This shit ain't real. You, like, I mean, for 5 cents real, David. Obviously, everything's real. They're like seventh dimensional. People believe in aliens. You don't believe in the devil, though. Ha ha. That's what the devil would make you want to believe, David, wouldn't he? The devil would make you think he's not real. Call him an alien. Who made the aliens, David? She got approached. She's got children. They sued Alex Jones, the Quality of Countries. Tate said they tried killing him and arrested him. They called 300 people, but she can't. Tate, they did call 300 people for Tate, but she can't ask if the president's wife is a fucking man or not? Why go to the island? I'm being very serious. This isn't just like, oh, this is a Stanford experiment. She's a guy. No, dude. Dave, look up the... Cat Williams talked about it. Look up the deity Malolith, or it's a transgender demon god. It's been worshipped since the era of Babylon. It's a Babylonian god or something. Miltech. There's a thing about like knowing spirits, and when you know their name and you say them, they identify, and they cannot help themselves because they're egotistical, right?
Baphomet?
Baphomet. You have a phonic? You have to get the phonics. We have to say it. You have to say the thing correctly. You can't fuck it up. That's the thing. Watch the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. They showed you. That shit, that movie's plot, if you've never seen it, he fights a demon. That movie's plot, I bet you if you look into it, is all the superstitions on how to fight demons for all time.
Baphomet.
Baphomet. It's a read the breakdown. Show a picture of them. They, them.
Oh, I've seen that. Okay.
Of course, you see t-shirts. They print this shit. It's everywhere. It's this, right? Yeah, dude, right there.
That's pretty fucking wild.
And look up the myth of it. Like, look up what he would do, because they'd make them all slaughter like their children. Children sacrifice shit. Pretty sure. I'm only going through this because I truly believe, David. I truly believe she might have been at a fancy restaurant. Some guy come up super nice, or some girl, and then when she talked to him, dude, it had to feel like her. Like, I'm not speculating. I know. I fucking know. I know this sounds crazy. I know. I fucking know. I've watched this stuff long enough to know that a spirit gets sucked into these ideas, and it becomes a movement and culture. It's like an aura. There's an essence to the shit that's out there, and this thing is out. Something she got approached, and something uncloaked, which is why she's going to Alex. Like, put it together. She went to Alex. Alex has always talked about them uncloaking the whole nine. They threatened to probably kill her family or suck their kids' blood. We'll drink their adrenochrome. Some crazy shit. They say the shit because they want to envision your thought. They want to implant the thought in your head. And then probably zap that Wi-Fi beam, David, off your television to keep thinking it.
Baphomet is a figure rooted in medieval history, occultism, and modern pop culture. Often misunderstood or essentialized, below is a concise overview of Baphomet's mythology, its origins, and relevance to context. No, I don't care about its relevance to Candace Owens' ID theory.
So it's been corrupted by Candace Owens, huh?
Well, no, it's just because I asked it before, and it doesn't like to separate things. First appearance was in the 14th century. Emerged during the trials of the Knights of Templar, medieval Christian military order. Under torture, some Templars confessed
Look up
to
the Egyptian equivalent.
An idol named Baphomet, likely a fabrication by King Philip IV. Look up an Egyptian equivalent.
Yeah, look up if there's any historical deities that are similar. Older than the 14th century. Because it's older than that.
Ram-headed deity Bain Bainbadjet. Bainbadjet. Ancient Egyptian ram-headed deity known as the Ram of Mendes was a god of fertility and creative power. His cult centered in the city of Mendes, Digidet. He's often depicted with multiple ram heads representing the 4 Ba souls of the sun god Ra.
All right, whatever. There's one that's like a Mesopotamian that I heard that's very, and I believe it definitely predates the 14th century, but the whole point of it is these people, these things, these energies, these political parties, these fucking world leaders that have private fuck islands, they're not there just vacationing. If Diddy's having Diddy parties, what is Nancy Pelosi's
Brian, just Mexican fishermen go there. That's all.
Yeah, just Mexican fishermen. Poor Mexican fishermen, David, or the rich ones?
Just Mexican fishermen in general, because they can't fish off the coast of Mexico. That would be silly. You'd have to go all the way to an island to fish.
Are the Mexican fishermen leaving the 4.3 stars on Google?
Probably.
This is
good
crazy.
Fish. A lot of good fish there.
This is fucking crazyville. Now, obviously, David, I haven't been there. I'm sure if I go down there, it's a lovely resort, and there's nothing weird here. Ha! Ha! Don't mind the Georgia Guidestones that blow up miraculously.
Do you think it has a temple?
It 100% has a temple. It's probably buried underground, though. I mean, that's what I literally go to work every day, David, and say, I don't know how they built the fucking pyramids.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, well, I build buildings though. That's the difference. Like most people just like and or they don't care. But like literally, I see shit get built. I'm like, I don't know how they did that. And then nowadays I look around, I'm like, I know exactly how they did that. Like people just had technology and held it from everybody else. There's always been Lucifers. There have always been Prometheuses too that have given the flame of knowledge from God to man. But someone pissed off Candace Owens. I will not stop talking about this. This story in particular is more telling than her going after the fucking. She's tapping into a cult. I keep getting goosebumps. It's not a good sign for me. She's tapping into occult shit, David. Put it down. Put it down.
She's not
Not
a put it.
she's
I don't think she's a put it down kind of girl.
not she's tapping into occult things, but like what she's dabbling in is like child sacrifice shit. Look up Madonna drinking adrenochrome. I know we're already here, and then we can get to your one thing that's bullshit. It will piss us off right before we leave. I swear to God, I seen a video of Madonna drinking blood, and it had an A on the label, and it may have been A positive.
Oh yes.
She looked like a fucking like a demon, dude.
It's rooted in conspiracy theories.
Just a candy.
Oh,
blood.
you must have found Q. It says particularly within QAnon and related fringe communities.
I just seen a video of her doing it. I don't know how old the video is.
But you didn't test the drink, Ryan. It could have been water.
It's just in a blood vial bag.
So let's talk about the background, Ryan, of adrenochrome. It's a real chemical formed by oxidization of adrenaline. It was studied in 1950s and through the 1970s.
Just stopped in the 70s, huh?
Yeah, they stopped there.
All that research just packed it up, huh? Definitely what I would do after $100 million of research. I made one atomic bomb. Let's just stop here, David. They probably stopped funding it because it was privately funded after that, people. That's why they stopped funding it in the 70s. I don't know that. I'm just speculating because that's how these fucks operate. They'll siphon in black water operations or some crazy crap, I imagine. Some DARPA program.
The fuck is this? Yeah, I don't see whatever this is.
All right, we don't got to break our neck about it, I guess.
Yeah.
I seen the video. She was like wearing like a red dress. She was sitting in a crazy chair on like a live stream. She had like some headdress on and she was holding a bag with these long necks. She literally looked like a demon.
She does kind of look like a demon currently, to be fair. So there's some crazy shit going on.
I'm just saying, like the aesthetic, like it looked like she was being these idol, like these demons, like that picture you looked up. It looked like she was cosplaying that, but we know it's not cosplay, David, because they believe it. Oh, we're back to this.
All right. Fair warning. This is much more graphic than the video we watched yesterday. But the reason I'm bringing this back up, notice the fact that in the first video we watched, it was kind of hard to tell. It looked like an empty train car. In this video, we're going to see that it very much is not an empty train car.
People let her get stabbed, huh? So he just gouged her neck and walked away, and she just left there bleeding out.
Yep.
And that's him talking?
I believe so, yeah.
I wonder why they make you fat. I wonder why they tell you you're toxically masculine. I wonder why they make it hard for you to make money. I wonder why they flood your feed with porn to take your lust and your drive. I know why they bankrupt your spirit. I know why they tell you God's not real. I know why they take your children and call them a clump of cells. I know why they tell you your country's evil and that you shouldn't be proud of it. I know why they tell you shouldn't own history or know history. I know why they tell you shouldn't want ownership. I know why they tell you shouldn't start families. I know why they tell you shouldn't want to be a business owner. I know why they tell you that you should be afraid. I know why they tell you should vote for them. I know why they tell you it's racism. I know why they are trying to eliminate carbon. To start this conversation, we talked about greatness and how there's some stress threshold required. And I'm not the greatest man to ever live, David. I will never claim to be. I may act like it sometimes to get myself through the hardest shit I've ever had to go through. But I know that there's real soldiers out there. I'll never diminish that. But it's my duty to do the soldiering here while they're out doing other stuff. I don't know what I would do on that train. I'm not going to say what I would do at that train. But I got told today by somebody I love that my life is too hard and I don't know how you do it. And then I see stuff like that. Because who will wash the blood, David? Who? Who washes the blood? Not me. And we kill God, right? We're just a clump of cells now. Your days are so stressful. I don't know how you do it. Because there might come a day that a guy pulls a knife on a train. And I pray to God that I'm ready. Because I know I'm good, David. We gone through. You have to affect my family and friends. You will never break my mind. You can take all my money. You can destroy my house. You can curse my name. You can destroy my body. You can entrap my mind. You can put me in your machine and run the same simulation. I will not. I will not. Because I can't. Because if I don't, David, who will? Because somebody has to say enough is enough. And I'm not thinking our podcast is out here to stop murder on a train, people. But the whole idea of this podcast is talk while we can, to learn while we can, to see how they move. They literally turning you into plastic. When does your body stop moving, David? Is it 10% plastic or 12% plastic? Or when does your cancer rate go from 10% to 10,000% cancer rates, David? Is it at 8% cancer cell, 8% plastic in your body, or 8.1% parts per million? Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's only parts per million of fluoride, David. You just ingest it at parts per million per second. What are you worried about? You just wash your hands in it. They have to take the men because men are the only thing that allow all this to happen. And until we go down to Washington and slap them all in the face, this is what we get. Dave and I can't wash the blood, but we'll fucking try. Dave Ryan, December 17th, 73. Catch us on Rumble for the greatest podcast in all of human history. As always, David, I appreciate you most for your time. I will see everybody tomorrow for the Wednesday show.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.